Imagine the catastrophic consequences if Betelgeuse, a giant star in the Orion constellation, were to detonate. The explosion could annihilate parts of New York City, Connecticut, and New Jersey, altering our understanding of stellar life cycles and the forces shaping our universe. Betelgeuse, a famous red supergiant star, has been a source of fascination for astronomers for centuries. Recent updates from renowned physicist Michio Kaku have raised concerns, suggesting that Betelgeuse might have already detonated. Betelgeuse, also known as Alpha Orionis, is located in the Orion constellation and is the 11th brightest star in the night sky. Its name comes from the Arabic phrase, Bat al-Jawza, meaning the shoulder of the giant. Although the star is known as the brightest in Orion, it's actually a variable star, meaning its brightness fluctuates over time. The star is approximately 500 to 600 light-years from Earth, an immense distance in cosmic terms. Its sheer size and brightness make Betelgeuse one of the few stars that astronomers can closely observe with telescopes both on Earth and in space. Unlike the Sun, which has a uniform surface of hot plasma, Betelgeuse exhibits large, uneven gas pockets, resembling small stars. These gas pockets are so large that traveling across one at the speed of light would take 75 years. At just 10 million years old, Betelgeuse is a young star, much younger than our Sun, yet it has already exhausted the hydrogen in its core. It is now entering the red giant phase, where it fuses helium into carbon. This rapid evolution is due to the star's massive size, which causes it to burn through its fuel at an accelerated rate compared to smaller stars. Originally, Betelgeuse was a blue-white star, but it has since expanded to over 700 million miles in diameter, and its surface temperature has dropped significantly to around 8,950 degrees Fahrenheit, much cooler than the Sun's 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Despite this lower temperature, Betelgeuse shines far brighter, 7,500 to 10,000 times more than the Sun. Astronomers first noticed Betelgeuse's variability in brightness in 1836, when it was classified as a semi-regular variable star, meaning it changes in brightness in a predictable, cyclical pattern. However, in 2019, Betelgeuse displayed unusual dimming, losing about 60% of its brightness, which was later attributed to a massive release of material creating a dust cloud around the star. This cloud obscured our view, and although it has since dissipated, Betelgeuse hasn't returned to its previous state, with its brightness cycle now shortened to 200 days instead of 400. This irregular behavior has fueled discussions about the possibility that Betelgeuse is nearing the end of its life, potentially undergoing a supernova explosion. Such an event would be a spectacular sight, visible even to the naked eye from Earth, given Betelgeuse's proximity of about 650 light-years. Supernovae are common, but most are too distant to be seen without advanced telescopes, making Betelgeuse's explosion a rare and remarkable event for stargazers. The most recent supernova visible to the naked eye occurred in 1987, but it was over 168,000 light-years away. If Betelgeuse were to explode, it could rival the brightness of the full moon, illuminating the night sky for weeks. Astronomer Miguel Montero expects that when the star does explode, its light will be strong enough to read a book in a dark city on a starry night. Although we don't yet know when this will happen, the signs of its impending explosion are certainly intriguing. A hidden portion of the star has caused a missing southern half in images following a significant event, with Betelgeuse unexpectedly doubling in brightness. The cause of this increase in luminosity remains a mystery, sparking speculation among astronomers. Betelgeuse, currently 15 to 20 times the size of the Sun, falls under the category of stars likely to undergo a supernova. Its red hue as a red supergiant hints at its impending demise, and while many astronomers predict it could explode within the next 100,000 years, a recent study by Hayuki and colleagues from Tohoku University suggests it might be closer to detonation than previously thought. However, there are differing opinions on the validity of this prediction. Hayuki's team argues that Betelgeuse's pulsating behavior, periodically expanding and contracting, indicates it may be nearing the end of its life cycle. They propose that it could go supernova within the next 1,000 years, challenging earlier assumptions about its longer lifespan. The uncertainty surrounding Betelgeuse's timeline has become a key focus of astronomers, who are trying to pinpoint when the star will meet its dramatic end. Stars like Betelgeuse burn their fuel rapidly on a cosmic scale, but even rapidly in this context might still span millions of years. Some researchers argue that massive stars like Betelgeuse could last up to 10 million years before collapsing, which, while brief compared to the universe's 13.8 billion-year history, is still considered a relatively short lifespan by cosmic standards. The exact moment Betelgeuse will explode remains uncertain, but astronomers are closely monitoring the star for clues. One promising indicator is its changing color. The color of a star provides vital information about its temperature, age, and life stage. Red supergiants like Betelgeuse are in a late developmental stage, having exhausted the hydrogen in their cores and are now fusing helium and heavier elements. As a star nears the end of its life, changes in its internal processes often affect its outer appearance, including its color. Interestingly, ancient texts describe Betelgeuse as more yellowish, like silk, rather than the deep red we associate with it today. For instance, early Chinese, Roman, and Arabic astronomers noted its yellow or orange hue, which contrasts with modern observations. This discrepancy has led some scientists to wonder whether Betelgeuse has actually changed color over time, potentially indicating it has aged faster than anticipated. A shift from yellow to red could mean that Betelgeuse has moved into a more advanced stage of its life cycle, and may be closer to going supernova than previously thought. If Betelgeuse has indeed evolved more rapidly, it could provide significant insights into stellar aging and death. Astronomers use color changes as diagnostic tools to understand a star's position in its life cycle. Despite the uncertainties, one thing is clear. When Betelgeuse finally detonates, it will be one of the most spectacular astronomical events ever witnessed by humankind. Its proximity to Earth means the supernova would be visible to the naked eye, as bright as a full moon, illuminating the night sky for days or even months. Whether Betelgeuse explodes within the next few thousand years or takes its time over the next 100,000 years, humanity is set to witness the dramatic end of one of the universe's most fascinating stars. It will be a breathtaking display of the variety and power of the cosmos, offering scientists and casual stargazers alike a chance to marvel at the extraordinary forces that shape our universe. If Betelgeuse were to go supernova, it would be one of the most striking celestial events ever recorded in human history. The explosion of a star as massive as Betelgeuse would send shockwaves through the scientific community and captivate the general public, sparking wonder and awe. For years, scientists have used simulations of supernovae to understand what such an event might look like from Earth. Based on these models, Betelgeuse's explosion would likely shine as brightly as the full moon, or perhaps even brighter, creating a second sun in the night sky. Since Betelgeuse is relatively close to Earth, about 500 to 650 light-years away, the supernova would be visible to the naked eye. It would dominate the night sky for months, perhaps even years, outshining all other celestial objects except the sun. Its brilliance would be so intense that it would be visible both at night and during the day, casting soft shadows on the Earth's surface. The glow would gradually fade over time, but the remnant of Betelgeuse's explosion would remain visible as a faint, eerie nebula, a lasting reminder of the star's spectacular death. Despite the awe-inspiring sight, Betelgeuse's supernova would pose no significant threat to life on Earth. Research suggests that a star must be within approximately 150 light-years of Earth to have a noticeable impact on our planet's environment. Since Betelgeuse is much farther away, its explosion would not harm life on Earth in any major way. However, historical evidence suggests that closer supernovae may have had more profound effects. For example, a supernova approximately 8,000 years ago is believed to have contributed to a mass extinction event during the late Pleistocene, potentially affecting marine life by disrupting Earth's atmosphere and climate. In contrast, the explosion of Betelgeuse poses no such danger to life on Earth.